Hello everyone, welcome back to Joe Microsphere. In today's video, I'm coming to show you how you can perform land use land cover classification using Google Earth Engine with the supervised classification. So here you are the one instructing the algorithm to classify a certain place as a built-up or other classes. So the first thing you need to do is you need to import your study area map like this. So you can see my study area map like this here. Okay, so after importing your study area map, you need to take your training samples. But before that, let me show you, we have two ways to add a study area map. So we have a asset here, so you can come to asset. If you have any study area map saved, you can come here and choose it, or you can, if you don't have it, you can go to draw rectangle here and then draw your study area around where you want to perform the classification. So after that, you will see we have my map centered object, that's the ROI, so my area of interest here, and then this is my layer, that's the bottom trend straight, and then we have the cloud masking. So the cloud masking, it simply means we are removing the cloud from the image here. So here you will see we have mask to cloud image. We have this is the quality assurance. So when you have the satellite image, we have the quality assurance layer or the quality assurance data that contain all the errors. So you will find the image with the cloud cover on the quality assurance. That's why you see the quality assurance here. And then we have the cloud bit mask with the 10 here, and then we have the cirrus mask. So this indicates that on your image or in your quality assurance data, where you see a 10 less than 1 is where we have the cloud, and then we have the cirrus cloud here, that's the 11 less than 1 here, and then also we have the bit mask, so that's the cloud bit mask here with a with this one. Then we have a bitwise and the cirrus mask here. Then we have update mask, and then they divide by 1000 here with a copy property. Alright, so here after doing your cloud mask function, you go to load Sentinel 2. So this one we are using Sentinel 2 humanize data, which we pick it from 2023 here with our Copernicus here. So you can see the date here, that's the 2023 0102. So let's visualize our study area here. Alright, so let me run this. Okay, so here is our study area here. So you can see this is our specified study area, which I have already showed you here. So this is our study area. Alright, so we have our cloud here. So here you can see the cloud pixel percentage. So the cloud cover, normally use cloud cover less than 15%. So you can see here we have filtered our images with the cloud cover less than 15%. So you can see we have the 15%. Then also if you want to change it from 15 to 10 you can do so by changing this 15 to 10. Alright, and then here we have our bands here. So here you see clip our image to our ROI. So the ROI means that our image is only going to fall within our study area. So you see band 4, band 3, and then band 2 here. Alright, so from there we have indices. So this indices is optional for you if you want to add some indices like NDVI, NDWI to check the vegetation quality, the water, and then the built up area. You can do it to verify where we have a dense vegetation, where we have a sparse vegetation, where we have more built up, and then where we have water body. Alright, so after that we take your training sample. So you can see here we have our training sample. So our training sample, we are focusing on a built up, a dense vegetation, water body, barren land, and a sparse vegetation here. So let me show you our raw image. Alright, so here you can see we have our image here, and then looking at the image you see where we have our built up, where we have our water body, and then our other classes. And this one too, we can go to our settings here, and then we can change our combination here. So we see we have the combination 432 here. Here you can decide to change the combination to other combination of your choice. And then also we have custom here. So this custom here, we can stretch it to 98 if you want to. We can stretch that one too. And then also we can check for our gamma and then our capacity. So this gamma we can drag it back. So if you drag it back, you see what we applied or what. Alright, so this is how our image is going to show if you drag our gamma back, and then also we can drag it forward and then click on apply. Alright, so this is how our image is going to show. Alright, so let's change this one to 2. Okay, so let me use the custom one. Okay, so this is how our image is looking, and then also if you want to change it to, you can change it to. Okay, so let me put it somewhere here. Okay. Alright, so you can use this gamma to visualize how you want the image to show for you. So you can use this gamma to visualize the image properties, and then we have the capacity here too. This one too, you can use it. Use the capacity to visualize the clarity of the image. Alright, so after this, this is our RGB for 2023, and then we have our RGB for 2024 here too. So here we can uncheck this one and then check this one to verify. Okay, so this is our RGB. So here you can see we have it here. Okay, so with our custom and then our range, you can see everything here. Okay, so what we are going to do next is we have so here is a merge training sample. So here we are going to merge all the training sample that we are going to take. So let me show you the various training samples that we took. So if you come here and then you check on here, you can see we have the training samples, and then to take the training sample, you just have to click on this add mark here, and then you start taking your training samples on the actual classes that you are dealing with. So if you are dealing with a built up area, you zoom in and then you take your training samples on where we have a built up area, and then if you are dealing with a vegetation, you zoom into where we have vegetation area, and then you take your training samples there. Alright, so after taking a training sample, we have to merge all our training samples here, which you can see here, merge training sample. So after merging our training sample data here, we have sample training data here with our 2023 data here, which we are going to do. So here we are testing our training sample to see the quality, and then how our data is going to be. So we can see split training and then validation. So here we are validating the reliability of our image here. So you can see we have our training sample here, and then our last next step is our training random forest. So here because we are dealing with a supervised classification, here you see we are using a train random forest classifier. So you see we have our training random forest classifier, and then this is the colors that we assign to our map here. So here you see we have a built up represent as red, we have vegetation as dark green, and then we have water body blue, barren tan, and then we have sparse vegetation as light green. Okay, so here let me check this one for you to see all the classes that we took. So you can see where we have, so here's our water body, here is our sparse vegetation, dense vegetation, and then the built up area. So here we are going to classify our map here. So here you can see we have variable classify 2023 with indices 2023. So here we are going to show our classified map. So let me show our classified map. Okay, so here you can see we have successfully calculated for our land cover classification, which you can see here. Okay, so this is our land cover classification here. So you can see where we have our water body, where we have our water body, where we have our dense vegetation, our sparse vegetation, and then our built up area. So the red represents the built up, the green represents sparse vegetation, and then the dark green represents a dense vegetation, and then we have our water body as blue here. So this is the classification for our 2023 here. So let's move to the other. So this is the 2023, and then we have the 2024 too here. Okay, so here is our classified 2024. So here you can see the build up has increased. You can see where we have our build up and everything, where we have our water body here. Okay, and then also we have the change area. So the change area too, you can see it here with our change from 2023 to 2024, which you see how the place has been changed. And then also we have the transition code here. Alright, so after getting this code, and then if you want to do for different area, what you need to do is you need to insert your study area map, and then you retake the training sample, because the training sample may not represent the same training sample at where you are doing your own. So what you need to do is you need to clear my training sample, and then put your training sample in, and then put your study area map in, and then you are good to go. So this is the transition code map. So you can see we have the transition, how the place has been changed from 2023 to 2024. So you can see it here. Okay, alright, so this is our classified, what I showed you, the map, and then this is the change. Okay, so you can see we have the change here, stack to classified image. So here we are stacking the 2023 and then 2024 image together. Then we have our pulses here, and then we have so 0 represents the unchanged, and then 1 represents the change. Alright, so here you can see we have the classes and then everything here, and then this is our export. So here if you look at the console, you will see we have the overall accuracy, we have the kappa, and then the change matrix here. So the overall accuracy, we have a 0.81, which represents 81% overall accuracy, and then we have our kappa of 72%, so it's a good. And then if you get 90 plus, that's excellent. So you can see we have 0.72, which we can rely on it to make any analysis. Then we have our change matrix from 204 to 2023 to 2024. You can see our change matrix here, and then overall stability, and then we have the transition area, how the area has been changed. So if you click here, you see how the area has been changed since previous. Okay, so and then we go to tax here if you want to download your map. So this is our land use land cover change code. We have the two land use land cover here. So if you want to download this, you can download this and then export it to ArcGIS Pro or any GIS software for further analysis. Okay, so this is the simplest way to calculate for land use land cover using your supervised classification in Google Earth Engine. Thank you very much for your attention, and then if you have any question or concern, please don't forget to leave it in the comment section, and please don't forget to like, share and comment. Thank you.